Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that you are with us today. I have the immense pleasure to bring to you someone that I've known for a long time and a woman that I value. And I'm so excited that I get an opportunity to share who she is and some of the knowledge and love that she has in her life. So, as you guys know, I'm Tomesha Walker. And I have the pleasure of bringing to you today Nikki Hansen. We'll be talking more about breastfeeding as we are celebrating World Breastfeeding Week here in 2020. And the theme that WABA is bringing to us this year is to support breastfeeding for a healthier planet. So we'll talk through some different ways and opportunities that you can do that and how important it is to our world and to each and every one of us. So, Nikki, we want to say welcome to you and to everybody that's joining us today.
Thank you very much. Welcome to sunny California. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Breastfeeding is quite a miracle. Oh my goodness. It's just an amazing experience on both ends. For myself, when I got to breastfeed, just the skin to skin, just the bonding. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. This beautiful little dance as you both learn what is breastfeeding, how does it work. Sure, it's got some tough spots, but it really is well worth it for your health and for baby's health as well. And then also on the other end of the spectrum, helping out my patients, I get immense joy from that because, like, whether they're doing great and you can support them and help them out, or if there's a few struggles and bumps in the road, being able to walk into the patient's room and go over again the breast massage, hand expression. Let's try a different position or a different latch, or what have you tried? What do you like? What does baby like? Because baby's kind of running the show here. Um, so it's just this really neat dance that you get invited into and to support and bring the partner in. Like, do you feel comfortable in helping mom to do the breast massage? Does mom feel comfortable? If mom is breastfeeding on one side, do you maybe want to, if the other side is leaking, or maybe you want to support that so that it's ready when mom switches to the other side? Like, how can we foster this beautiful relationship so the partner can be involved and not have any kind of left out or self-esteem issues if they don't feel involved. And of course, the health issues as well. So we know that skin to skin is great for babies. It helps maintain their temperature. It helps maintain their blood sugars. It helps foster bonding. It helps that hormone reflex that tells the body, like, hey, make some more breast milk. We know that the breastfeeding, even though it's kind of rough in the beginning, if as long as the baby's saliva is touching those Montgomery glands, that is helping again with that hormone reflux. Just the more stimulation, if you're doing the breast massage and the hand expression, you can increase the milk supply and kind of order up your Uber Eats, because the second 24 hours they're going to have that cluster feeding, and that's kind of when a lot of people kind of get concerned and worried, like, is baby getting enough, because they want to eat constantly, and just letting them know that that's a normal thing and that you're doing great as long as baby is meeting the P's and poos per day of life. You're doing an awesome job. I'm here to support you and encourage you, and like educating them about like the gut health. So breast milk, it coats the guts and it helps protect the babies for like the rest of their life and their gut health as they age and grow older and eat and develop and try different foods. Babies have the innate need to suck, and the innate need to suck helps them poop. So that innate need to suck isn't because baby's like hungry and not getting enough, but they're like, hey mom, I'm just ordering up my Uber Eats and I'm coating my gut here, and I'm helping you out with that hormone and getting that the uterus to shrink down so you don't hemorrhage. Yay, bonus of life, mommy, way more cool and fun of life. All these really neat built-in systems that just help out the whole family unit. Plus, mom's health is, she has decreased diabetes, decreased cancers. Dad is helped out, or partner is helped out, because if mom is healthy and if baby's healthy, then if mom is going to return to work, she can. Or maybe partner doesn't have to stay home to take care of a sick mama or a sick baby. So it does help them as well. And then for society in general, like, if mama's healthy and baby's healthy and mama's able to work and daddy's able to work, it kind of helps benefit society as well. So overall, it's just amazing. And
Yeah, I
so,
completely agree. And I have to say, like Wamba talks about the information that what you were sharing, right? And so it just links it together with the fact that there are a few thematic themes um, in area three that are the main things that breastfeeding really deal with when it comes to the World Health Organization. And so it's so important that we kind of bring that home for people and help them to understand that the campaign that WABA, which is the World Alliance for Breastfeeding Action, is talking about is just making sure that we connect all the dots and making sure that we make this world a better place with everything that we do when it concerns health and how important breastfeeding is and how much it makes a difference in this world. And I don't think a lot of people think about that and how much it affects our world, right? So statistics have shown that the amount of water that it takes to make formula or to make other products that are able to supplement breast milk actually is a large amount of water and energy that it takes to do these things that we don't even have to use if we breastfeed, right? So it's something that is a really good for the environment. And so it talks to the points, and some of the main issues that they speak about are clean water and sanitation, making sure that it's affordable and clean energy, right? And come on, breastfeeding, it's affordable and clean energy, right? It gives us a chance also to produce sustainability within our cities and within our communities. It's not something that we have to create, not something that we have to make. It's something that we innately have, right? It's something that we can learn more about, but it's something that we are innately usually born with, that we can work through challenges that we might have. And you have seen and you know about, and we both have learned about some of the challenges that can come along with breastfeeding. But we're excited to be those that are trained, right, to help moms and to help families work through any of the issues that they might have that might be a challenge for them when it comes to breastfeeding. And I'm excited to hear all of the things that you share and that I hear that you learn um, by working in the field of lactation and all of the things that you study with that. So thank you for sharing your knowledge on that. And a few of the last points that they do share are about responsible consumption and production. Like, we don't have to consume a whole bunch of things when we breastfeed, right? So we're eating, right? We're eating what's good for us. We're eating what's good for baby, but it's not like we have to go out and open up packaging. We don't have to go anywhere and have anything produced in a factory. We don't have multiple people, right, that are having to drive things back and forth, right? Trucks, trains, buses. We don't have any of that that has to come in between us and giving our food to our baby, which is an awesome thing. And then some of the last few things are dealing with climate action, life below water, and life on land, right? So we're able to make sure that we're not producing waste that is going to affect those animals that are on land or those animals that are in water, which is so great. And you being in California, I got a chance to visit you and see the beaches and hang out. And it's so cool because you could sit right there on the beach and nurse, or on up on the boardwalk and nurse if you wanted to, right? Even with the waves brushing against your feet if you like. And it doesn't create any waste that is going into our land or into our water, which is a great and a wonderful thing. So I wanted to make sure that we talk about that, right? And also engage people around the fact that you have an opportunity to make a difference in your life and in the life of someone else. I commend Nikki for all the things that she's done, and we'll talk a little bit more about her and her story as we move forward. And some things that she's done in the past couple of years, that we've been able to encourage people through the life that we've led. It's just our life. We're just sharing our story, right? But it gives other people hope. And so we want to encourage you today and say, whatever challenges you have had, right? Like, I know I've had challenges. You've had challenges too, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
when it's come to breastfeeding, and different things that you've had to do. Like I've had challenges, right? Because my third child that I birthed was a NICU baby, and so that was and that's a neonatal ICU, or intensive care unit, child. And I tell you, it was a journey, even getting him to the point of nurses and physicians being okay with us moving him to breast milk and trying to nurse him. That was a journey all in and of its own before we even ventured to him nursing, right? So there's so many caveats and avenues to the things that we might have to go through to handle and to deal with breastfeeding, but be encouraged. We come to say, you can do this, you make a difference, and you affect this entire world. You affect all of us with your decisions and the things that you do. So we want to encourage you today. Nikki, what else would you like to share with us along those lines, like maybe your favorite part of the challenge of breastfeeding?
Well, I kind of wanted to touch base real quick on like the microbiomes that are already built into breast milk. So it has all this immunity, all these anti-inflammatory properties just to help keep you healthy and keep the baby healthy. And as you were talking about a baby in the NICU where NEC or necrotizing enterocolitis is a huge risk, there's not that much sugar and there's all those immunity boosting properties in breast milk that help protect those babies against getting neck. So that is great because those kids need like help, and the skin to skin with helping with the blood sugar and maintaining temperature. Like they have the temperature in the isolette, but perhaps the baby's moved to an open crib at this point and still needs a little help. So that can definitely help out the NICU babies as well. And then as you were talking about formula and water usage, and my big concern about that is there is a bacteria in formula that you really have to be careful of. So if you read the back of the labels of each individual formula can, it says what specific temperature that you have to boil the water to make the formula and what temperature you have to cool it to before you can make a set amount for 24 hours and then refrigerate it so that it doesn't get that bacteria in it. So I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware of that, but that part concerns me, and I would really like the public to be aware of that. And then, the water usage of cleaning the bottles and boiling the bottles and the nipples themselves, and keeping everything sanitary and traveling with things. And it does seem to be a bit more work, whereas your breasts are always with you. So breastfeeding everywhere is pretty convenient. So I do believe that helps out the environment in that way, and the water source supply, because California, we're always talking about being in a drought, so we need to conserve that water. And then talking about life underwater and on land. So if you're conserving the water, you're helping out both sides of that as well.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I'll tell you, you had shared with me before some of the websites that you thought people would be really interested in and that would really be helpful. So I would love to engage people right now and just kind of anchor the things that are helpful and that can help them move forward when it comes to breastfeeding. So you had shared usbreastfeeding.org /$, and I will include all of these for you guys as well, so that you can go and visit them and you can share them with others that you know that might be pregnant or that might be breastfeeding or looking into more information for this. Some of the additional websites are Healthy People 2020. That's a wonderful thing to look up. And changingmarkets.org. So, Nikki, I think all of those are really great. Is there anything in specific on those websites that you would direct people to or say that would
Yeah,
be the best thing for them to look at?
that changingmarkets.org website also goes over busting the myths of artificial breast milk and myths surrounding formula and formula usage. So if you have questions or if you have concerns or just want to gain a little bit more knowledge, you can go check out that website and see what you find and see what you can learn, and spread that and educate others as well.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that we could have you on as a maternal newborn nurse. at an amazing teaching hospital. I love hearing everything that you share about them and all that you get to do, and all that you have learned. Like, you were always amazing when I first met you years ago. And just to see your journey and your growth of education and knowledge and what you've been doing for moms is just, it's amazing. It's astronomical. I love it. It just sends me to the moon. So I'm so excited that we're able to talk about how to support and assist moms here for World Breastfeeding Week. So you guys, anything that I do, we're always giving back. We're always encouraging. So today I want to make sure I end as we say goodbye with sharing with you maybe a little secret that you didn't know about Nikki. But Nikki and I worked on a project together, and it's something that we want to share and give to you guys. So this is called Purpose and Pain. It's a book that I wrote a few years ago now. Well, maybe more than a few, but a little while ago. And it's exciting because Nikki's story is in here. If you haven't gotten an opportunity to hear her amazing story of triumph and encouragement, I'm telling you right now, you want this book and you want to read her story. So, Nikki, I will say, when you first shared the story with me, I was in tears. We were together and talking through this, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, you are a superwoman. You are amazing. Like, I just, beyond belief, okay, with the journey that she went through, with the excitement that she has endured, with all of the things that she has been able to share, the love, the encouragement. I was just moved by your story in this book. And so I want to say to you guys, if you haven't gotten it, we will include the information for you to be able to pick it up. And one special watcher will also be able to receive it as our gift to you today. So all you need to do is reach out, and the first person to leave a comment, you will be able to receive a copy of Purpose and Pain, a book that we are featured in. And let me think, do you remember which chapter you're in? Let's see, you are in the chapter called Strength.
Yes.
It's chapter 3 in the book. And yeah, it's called Strength. So you guys make sure that you read her story. And speaking of books, I'm going to close with just a little bit out of The Birth Partner by Penny Simpkins. And Nikki, is there anything else that you wanted to share before we leave out today?
It's such a blessing speaking with all of you, and I hope you are able to glean something that encourages you, and inspires you. And just have a beautiful, blessed day, Tomesha. I love working with you. You're amazing.
Aw, thank you. So The Birth Partner by Penny Simpkins. And I just wanted to read something to you from Matt, a first-time father. And it says, before Elliot arrived, we could never understand why anyone wouldn't breastfeed her baby. One session with a bad latch, and Heather's nipples hurt terribly. Dread and fear feeding led to brief moments of resentment. We stayed with it though, and feel wonderful about the quality and quantity of his intake. It's a great relief to us to know that he's getting the best thing for him. Why did I pick that? Because, like we said, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, right? But it's of an amazing value, not only to the baby, but to you and to your family. That was from a father, not from a mom, right? So every single person is important. Every single person is integral to breastfeeding. So whether you are breastfeeding, whether you're a breastfeeder, we love you, little people, whether you are a dad or a family member, you all are all important. We all need you. We all encourage you to continue to help families, friends, coworkers, colleagues to be encouraged in breastfeeding, to know that they're amazing, that they're special, that they're a miracle, and that they're important. So please remember to be encouraged as we talk about breastfeeding, as we talk about how important you are, as we talk about how special you are and the strength that you have. Be encouraged to know that you're making a change, not only in your life, but the lives of others and in our world as a whole. We need each and every one of us to take a stand, to step in, to encourage one another. So thanks for joining us today. Nikki, we really appreciate you and thank you for being a guest and being a speaker to share change with the world.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.